again, DigiBib. I'm Zach Dwyer, here again to hopefully educate you today. Now, I am home after a long day of journeying through the dark and storied halls of Harvard University. I had planned on shooting some beautiful shots of a rare books collection for you today, but interestingly enough, a rare books collection is full of rare books, and people don't like you filming them. Something about technology stealing the souls of the book, I'm sure. But instead of that footage today, I have some more footage of this handsome mug, hopefully educating you on race and composition studies, as well as some nice shots of me coming and going from Harvard. Today, we'll be briefly discussing Asao Inoue's anti-racist assessment Ecologies, teaching and assessing writing for a socially just future. Now, in this book, Inoue's main argument is that the traditional college classroom structure for assessment specifically is one that perpetuates and mirrors racist practices by universities at large. How do they do this, you might ask? Well, it's actually quite simple. By upholding traditional power structures between student and professor. Now, for Inoue, in this anti-racist assessment ecology, the only way to achieve this goal is by creating an environment where student and professor, so class and professor generally, work together to make the terms of student assessment. Now, by bringing student feedback into the discussion as far as assessment practices are concerned, think the creation of rubrics, grading breakdowns, feedback on papers, etc. They have an opportunity to combat institutional norms of othering and quite literally downgrading racialized, subordinated linguistic differences. Yes, it's for a class here. So my final project is on the intersection of race and so I'm doing this emphasis on racialized language is Inoue's point specifically. And he directly calls out the translingual movement and translingual scholars for not including race in their discussion of language difference. Inoue explicitly argues that translingual scholars should be part of an anti-racist movement, but until they outright claim to be, they're not. So this is where translingual scholars need to come forward and directly declare the connection between race and linguistic difference before, at least Inoue, thinks they're doing as much work as they should be doing. Alright. Well, that'll be the end of this video. The end of this DigiBib video, specifically. But as always, leave a like and share the vid if you can. And feel free to email DigiBib with any annotation ideas you'd like to see us do in the future. And as always, you can also find a link to the book down below the video. Enjoy the outro. See you in the next one.